My next guest has been hailed a hero after saving a drowning student who had slipped and fallen into a river in China. British diplomat Stephen Ellison jumped into the river after he saw the 24-year-old woman face down in the water and pulled her to the shore. She was unconscious when she was lifted out of the water, but has now made a full recovery and has invited him to dinner. I'm pleased to say that Stephen Ellison is joining us now from China. Hello to you. Very good morning, good evening where you are. Tell us what happened. It's great to see you.
Good morning, Kay. Yeah, I'm definitely not a hero. I was on my first trip out of Chongqing. I actually just arrived in Chongqing about a month ago, so I was taking advantage of some really nice weather we're having, and travelled down to this beautiful village I'd heard called Zhongshan Gujian, or Zhongshan Old Town, which was very beautiful, and just enjoying the scenery by the river. And then a large group of students arrived. And suddenly one of them, very unfortunately, slipped in. The river wasn't very big, but she got into trouble really quickly. And she submerged under the water. She seemed to be under for a little while, and then she popped back up, but face down, just floating on the surface. So there was no thinking. I was just the first person to be able to get my shoes. I took my shoes off so I could swim properly, not to show my socks off. And quickly got to her, but when I reached her and turned her over, she wasn't breathing, and she was unconscious, and I was fearing the worst. But then friends were helping, and they threw in a life buoy and helped pull us both to the side. And then as we got to the side, actually she did start to breathe, so I was really greatly relieved by that. She was pulled out by bystanders. We got her out, and I could see that she was recovering, and then I got myself out. So it could have been a really trying situation, but so pleased it ended happily.
Yeah, when I saw the pictures of her floating in the water, like you, I feared the worst. But the reaction in China has been incredibly positive. And it's not me that's necessarily calling you a hero, although I think you are. It's many of the Chinese people. How does that make you feel?
Well, quite humble. I mean, it was a tragic situation, could have been, and I was just there. But look, I mean, that's as anywhere, social media in China is very active. So the video is very dramatic, probably more dramatic than the actual event. I feel very, very humble. I'm with very kind comments, yeah, so I'm just happy that it's all ended well. And I would also say that the villagers in Zhongshan Gujian were so kind and so warm to me. When I came out, I was taken straight into someone's house and given a change of clothing, and they washed and dried my clothes and gave me some Yunnan coffee and snacks and things. So they're really, really lovely people there. And then the young student was able to come in. She recovered a little bit later, so we were able to meet each other in the afternoon. And she's invited me for dinner next weekend, which I'll be obviously honoured to meet her again.
Fantastic. Can we talk about the funky socks?
Well, yeah, I funky, that's your description. There's certainly, they've got some comments. What can I say? I took my shoes off. Honestly, it was my. One goes back to sort of school swimming lessons and things, but you're told always take your shoes off. I don't know what makes much difference, but I took my shoes off, exposed my socks, which clearly have caused some attention, but didn't take my phone out of my pocket. So my phone stayed in my pocket. And I don't know what I was thinking there, but there we go.
What's the posting in China? How long are you there for?
I'll be here for about 3 years. I say I've just arrived. I mean, I've been in China. I worked in the embassy before, but I've just arrived as the Consul General in Chongqing in southwest China. So I expect to be here for 3 years.
Okay, well, that's certainly a way to make a splash, isn't it?